안녕하세요.
켄트 나오네. 아, 개 역겹잖아. 바텀. 그렇지. 근데 어차피 죽었다. 아이 재밌다. 너무 재밌잖아. 그렇지. 저건 어쩔 수 없어. 설마 이거 나 찾는 거 아니야?
좀 따가울 거야.
안 보여.
Round two. Fight.
Can we go, please?
Hadouken! Hadouken! Oh yeah! Hadouken! Oh! Hadouken! Hadouken!
Can we go? Can we go, please?
Round one. Fight. Hadouken!
No fall.
Break you!
Feel your fate.
Hadouken!
No fall. You
Round two. Fight. Hadouken! Hadouken!
can we go, please?
Hadouken! Got you! Got you! Hadouken! Fire! Hadouken! Hadouken! Fire! Hadouken! 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 Hadouken!
Feel your fate.
Hadouken! Strike! Hadouken! Hadouken! You lose.
안 보여 안 보여. 제발 꺼져! 제발. 아!
둘, 셋,
아! 제발 꺼져. 아이고 아깝다. 오래 버텼다. 아 끝까지 집요하네 이것들. 느낌이 안 좋아. 아 왜 안 오지 얘네? 아니 베인 뭐해? 아니 이런 씨. 뭔 놈의 심부름을 저기다 하잖아. 아, 야, 뭔 심부름이야? 아, 나 돌아버리겠네 이거. 아, 내가 더 빡치거든. 귀환하든가. 아이 뭐 심부름 하고 있어 여기서. 아니 미쳐버리겠네. 컨셉인가? 내가 베인 고를 때부터 알아봤어. 전형적인 일단 정치 멘트 들어가지고요. 걘 투솔링이 아닌데 베인은 더 아닌 것 같아. 그걸 지금 알았어. 거기서 그 심부름 진짜 간만에 듣는다. 심부름 그거. 아 진짜 간만에 듣는 멘트야 심부름.
잘 다녀오겠습니다.
아, 얘는 또 여기서 뭐해요? 있는 거지? 심부름 아니지? 오른 에마테라스 더블 킬 지렸고. 으아! 아 죽었다 이거. 아 나 켄츠 스키차더라. 너무 아쉽고 그냥 티모한테 졸라 두들겨 맞고 그냥 집에 가. 아 언제 왔어 이것도. 나네. 와우, 캐치까지 있네. 도덕구유. 흑방울뱀. 죽어라, 더러운 두꺼비. 더러운 두꺼비. 앙실명기. 꿀잼님. 아, 먹혔네. 일단 실명 막았어. 벌써 의요. 이게 바로 디디디디모 어그로 플레이죠. 디렸고, 야 거기 방금 우지가 됐냐? 피지컬 레전드. 거의 우지 궁피하기 이거 그냥 보였어? 두꺼봐. 죽어 이 두꺼봐. 맞아들래 실명. 여기까지. 소리. 난 안 간다. 알았다. 난 널 잡을 거야. 안 보이는데? 일로 와. 벗어. 이게 바로 이모예요. 개꿀잼. 와, 미드다. 8킬이야. 베인보다 세다고 지금 자부할 수 있어. 리얼로. 어글. 베인이 아래인데? 야, 오르나! 가능하냐, 이거? 가능하다. 답은 오른이다. 야, 오른과 젤리의 합작. 이 맛에 간모합니다, 여러분들. 아주 깔끔해요. 유튜브 재밌게 보고 계신가요? 좋아요.
Hold Franny hostage? At gunpoint?
According to Carrie, he thought he was protecting her.
Ms. Lonis, do you think it's sometimes necessary to separate a child from her parent?
I hate to see it happen. Research has shown that children suffer lifelong damage when their bond with the primary caregiver is broken.
Is there any exception?
Yes. When a child has suffered repeated trauma.
Apparently, she had been in a man's house, someone she called Mommy's friend. Then she said some bad men broke in. They had guns. They fought with Mommy and her friend and took the friend away. She said Mommy was screaming and somebody was screaming at her. We didn't press too hard for details because it really agitated her to talk about it. She would literally start trembling.
No more questions.
The witness may step down.
Our next witness is Dr. Margaret Matheson. Good morning, Dr. Matheson.
Good morning.
You're Franny's aunt
Yes.
and the sister of her mother, Carrie Matheson.
Yes.
And you and your husband are petitioning the court for sole physical custody of your niece, is that correct?
That's correct.
You have a lot of experience taking care of Franny, don't you?
I've been taking care of her on and off since she was born.
And Franny lives with you now, doesn't she?
Yes. Carrie and Franny moved in with us about 3 months ago.
Was that difficult for you and your family?
Not at first. Josie has always loved her Aunt Carrie, so she was happy. And Franny's a delight. It was good to have them. But it didn't last.
What happened, Dr. Matheson?
What always happens. Carrie became obsessed with something, started staying out all hours, forgetting to pick up Franny from school. I found strangers in the house at night in her bedroom. And she was racking up thousands of dollars in debt on her credit cards and lying about it.
Did you confront her?
I did, finally. At first, she denied everything. And then she said she was working on something but couldn't say what. That's typical. And the whole time in the middle of it all is this little girl desperate for her mother's attention.
Was there something specific that prompted you to petition for custody?
Definitely. It was the incident Mrs. Shepard was talking about, but what she didn't tell you is that the man who was arrested that night, he was an FBI agent who Carrie suspected was dirty.
Dirty, how?
I have no idea.
But your point is, your sister thought this was a bad guy, and still she allowed him near her daughter, is that correct?
It's worse than that. She deliberately put Franny in harm's way in order to collect evidence against him.
Is that the only reason you're petitioning for custody?
No, there's more.
Your Honor, Dr. Matheson would like to read a statement to the court.
I'll allow it.
Is it okay if I just speak to her instead? I mean, directly? Is that okay?
Yes, go ahead.
You are close to ranking in the top 50,000 in the world.
Round one. Fight! Hadouken! Hadouken! Oh yeah! Hadouken! Heavy gale! Final round. Fight! Hadouken! Hadouken! Nice hit! Hadouken! 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 Push it to the right! Big smack! Crush your leg! You lose.
Carrie, the last thing I want to do is take Franny away from you.
Then don't.
Please don't interrupt the witness, Miss Matheson. You'll get your chance to respond.
From the day you were born, you've had a mind of your own. You never listened to anyone, even when you were little. You used to wave at planes. You remember? And I would say, who are you waving at? They can't see you, but you would just keep on waving. You were always so fearless, too, my God. I hated you for that. Why was I scared all the time? How come you got to be the brave one? And Dad going around to everyone, calling you his little daredevil until I could scream. I am not extraordinary like you, Carrie. I don't run CIA stations in Afghanistan or disrupt terrorist plots in Berlin. I don't advise the President of the United States. My job doesn't require me to risk my life. I'm not a hero. But as it turns out, SAFE has its advantages too. A family, a stable home life. These are the things that I can offer Franny. Things that you can't. It's a chance to be normal.
No, I know. Maggie, that's what I've decided too. I have to give it up, all of it. I swear, I'm seeing this very clearly now.
Carrie, you're my sister, and I love you, I really do. But I don't believe you. In 6 weeks, the ECT will wear off, and Saul will come knocking with some new crisis, and the whole crazy orchestra will start playing again. I'm sorry, I really am. That's all I have to say.
Mr. Schroeder,
No more questions, Your Honor.
I think this would be a good time for a short break. Court is adjourned for 15 minutes.
You okay? Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit here for a while, if that's all right. Sure. Take your time. talk to you for a second?
Before you say anything, and just so you know, I wanted to come see you in the hospital. I was advised not to.
It's fine. Listen, is that visitation agreement still on the table?
What?
If I sign over sole custody to you and Bill, do I still get to see her every third weekend?
Of course.
How about every other weekend?
I think we can make that work, yeah.
We should get the lawyers then.
Oh my God, are you sure about this?
I am. Quick, before I change my mind.
Okay.
The White House has yet to respond to what one source has characterized as a major purge in the administration. According to that unconfirmed report, President Keane will dismiss at least 4 cabinet-level secretaries effective today at 5 p.m. While 3 of the 4 are unknown at this time, the source did name Secretary of Defense Terry Mullen as one of the potential
They're piling on.
to be dismissed.
And it's happening a lot faster than I thought.
Are directly tied to Senator Sam Paley's investigation.
The vice president is here. He's asking to see you.
Now?
He's right outside.
Well, if he's carrying an olive branch, tell him he's a day late and $1 short.
He won't say what he wants, except that he'll only talk to you. If you like, I can get rid of him.
No. Now I'm curious. Bring him in. Thank you, David.
Madam President, when you asked me to stand with you, I was grateful for the opportunity. Whatever bad blood existed, I was happy to put it behind us. I truly was.
Until you weren't. Until you let Paley turn your head.
Well, you're wrong there.
How do you mean?
It's true. After I saw him, I had some second thoughts. I found myself wanting more time to think it through. Once I did, though, I came down on your side.
You mean you signed no document invoking the 25th Amendment?
I have not, and I won't. On the one condition that you immediately walk back the firing of Secretary Mullen and the others. Power without authority is tyranny. That's the line I'm trying to keep you from crossing.
Okay.
Okay, what?
What assurance can you give me that if I rescind the firings, you won't just go ahead and sign the document anyway?
I guess you'll just have to trust me.
When you're one signature away from sitting at this desk? After you ignored my phone calls, knowing full well what I was going through?
I needed the time I needed. Time I knew you wouldn't allow without browbeating me somehow into pledging my loyalty.
Which now, all of a sudden, you're willing to do.
In good faith. As long as you do the right thing.
I don't like being dictated to.
I'm defining the limits of my support. There's a difference.
Without a majority of the cabinet, which you do not have,
without a majority of the cabinet, which you do not have as of now. That document is invalid. You are pointing an empty gun at my head.
Before I came here, I spoke to 3 separate lawyers. Each one confirmed that firing close to a third of your cabinet under these circumstances is probably unconstitutional.
The White House counsel doesn't share their opinion.
I'm giving you a simple choice, Madam President. Plunge this nation into crisis or defend it from its real enemies.
You are currently ranked in the top 100,000 in the world.
Round 1. Fight! Round 2. Fight! Final round. Fight! Round one. Fight!
Hadouken! 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 Hadouken!
Round two. Fight!
Hadouken! Hadouken! Hadouken!
You win! Round one. Fight!
Hadouken! 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 Hadouken!
Round two. Fight!
Hadouken! 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 Hadouken!
Final round. Fight!
Hadouken! Hadouken!
You win!
Madam President.
The answer is no.
Then you leave me no choice but to deliver to the President pro tempore of the Senate and the Speaker of the House a document declaring you unfit for the office of the presidency. It doesn't have to be such a snake pit, Elizabeth, the world. It really doesn't.
You are close to ranking in the top 50,000 in the world.
Round one. Fight. Round two. Fight. You lose.
I missed the service.
Just ended. What happened in court?
Franny's gonna live with Maggie and Bill.
Sorry.
I'm okay.
Really?
Yeah. It's the right thing. Did you find Simone?
At a dacha on the outskirts of Moscow. Yevgeny's with her. The clock's ticking.
What do you mean?
Warner signed on to the 25th Amendment.
Fuck. So Keen has to stand down?
Not yet. She preemptively fired 4 members of her cabinet. Warner's petitioning the Supreme Court to rule on the legality of her action.
So what's your plan?
At my request, President's demanded immediate and high-level talks with my counterparts at the Russian National Security Council.
As the pretext for an operation to grab Simone?
Delegation leaves tonight.
Is it too late?
For?
Me to join? I think I could be useful.
Fucking kidding. Can you be ready in 4 hours?
If I hustle. Text me the details. His parents first. What do they know?
Medical examiner found a congenital heart defect that was never diagnosed.
Top 100,000 in the world.
Round 1. Fight!
Hadouken! 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 Hadouken!
Round 2. Fight!
Hadouken! Shoryuken! Hadouken! Shoryuken! Hadouken! Hadouken!
You win. Round one. Fight!
Hadouken! 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 Hadouken!
Round two. Fight!
Hadouken! Damn it! Hadouken! 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 Damn it! Hadouken! 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 Break you! Break you! Hadouken! Hadouken! Shoryuken! Hadouken! Hadouken! Iku! Hadouken!
You win.